Hi there, welcome to Victim to Victor, the podcast dedicated to empowering abuse survivors and inspiring healing, hope, and positive change. I'm Verma, a published author, and in every episode, I'll sit down with a guest and embark on an insightful conversation about trauma, as well as practical strategies to start the healing process. So let's get started. I hope you enjoy the show. Hi, beautiful beings. Welcome back to the Victim to Victor podcast. My name's Anu and I'm your host. And as you know, today is Karma Day. So today's workshop is about karma. And I have a lovely David Challenor with me today. How you doing again, Dave?
Fine, Anu. Very, very well. Thank you.
Excellent. So today's a special workshop about karma, about what causes it and about the creation of it and also some examples of karma. Okay. So, yeah, and we'll also do a lovely meditation on karma.
Yeah. So, obviously, karma comes in many ways. You've got the people that believe that we bring karma from a past life. So a lot of spiritual people believe that the lessons on the earth have been brought back from a past life. So for argument's sake, if you were somebody in a past life that maybe did something wrong, did harm to somebody, you may feel that your spirit has to grow. In order to grow, it needs to be reborn in human form in order to achieve enlightenment. Okay. Now, why do we need to be enlightened? From a spiritual perspective, we are going through our chakras and raising our vibrations. And as human beings with a spirit and a soul, we need to evolve to a point, maybe where we don't have to reincarnate. We actually raise our level of awareness. So we actually become light beings that actually work for the light, that do not have to incarnate anymore.
Okay.
That's just one theory. But we create karma every day.
Okay.
Even in our deeds, what we say. So, if we do harm to people, or we say harmful things, this is the most simplistic way to look at karma. Okay. We will probably get repercussions. Okay. Imagine yourselves now giving somebody some verbal abuse, and the first thing that comes back at you is a retaliation. This is an immediate karmic effect that you've created. Okay. People that create karma that actually do not resolve the problem, this is the karma that actually comes back to you eventually to teach you a lesson. Whether it's a spiritual angle or whether it's just a humanoid angle where somebody thinks, I'm going to get my back on you. I'm going to get one on you. I didn't like what you said. So they can hold that resentment for a long, long time. Okay. Going back to our cords, so we have cords as well attached to karma. So if we do harm to somebody or something bad, as a soul, we know what's right and wrong. And the universe will give us things to correct or rectify. Okay. In my opinion. Yeah. Okay. So if we live a harmonious life, and we look for the easy, don't forget, we do say things in life that we regret. Now, the thing is to deal with it. Yeah. If you've done something, there's nothing wrong with you going to set that person and say, I really apologize for what I said. I've understood what I've said. Do not take it to heart. Forgive me. You've broken a link. Now, the biggest karmic issues is in relationships or when people have been abused in relationships. Because this karma goes in deep, because treachery, lies and cheating are something that the human soul finds it difficult because there's love involved. Once you've connected on a love level and there's treachery, the karma goes in deep. So the treachery is the thing that starts it. And obviously the karmic energy from the other person is the resentment they hold. And maybe the universe or that person will want retribution. Yeah. So this is what you've got to be aware of. that everything that we do in our lives, there could be some comeback. So we try to live a decent life. We try to do the best we can for ourselves and other people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So I think that's quite reassuring for a lot of us who may have had some mishappenings occur by other beings who may have deceived us or betrayed us. Just knowing that at the end of the day, because we didn't want to lower ourselves to their level, we know that the universe has got something coming their way, which will serve as a bit of a, justice for us.
Yeah, well, I think justice sometimes takes a long time, in my opinion. I feel that sometimes the karma train takes forever in order, but it's not about us willing or wanting. It's about a soul that has to learn, like a naughty child, that they have to learn what is right and wrong. Yeah. And as human beings, at some point in our life, we will find, or we will actually reflect back and say, gosh, I can't believe I said that or done that in our lives. And even the actual fact that you've recognized it is almost a way of releasing that energy.
Okay, yeah.
So it's about releasing it. You find that when people fight the process, they will find it harder. And if they are fighting it on a physical level, it could actually develop some sort of illness or mental pain. We can't hold on to things for too long if they are bad, and we know that we've done bad.
Okay, that's really interesting. I mean, and the thing that really kind of wowed me was the fact that a lot of us, when we're born, we're still serving karma from previous lives.
Yeah, if you believe in previous life and reincarnation, and a lot of beliefs do. But that's a subject in itself. You've got to ask yourself, why does the soul come back? Because it's trying to evolve. So that means that ascension in human beings is something that we're actually trying to achieve. And what is ascension? It's about living a clean life in this lifetime. So hopefully that eventually your chakra system is so pure and your energy system is so wide and massive. Imagine Jesus, he'd have an aura that would probably fill the whole of this city because of his work and his belief.
Yeah.
So, that's where people that live on this planet now feel that they're trying to ascend when they're spiritual. They're trying to evolve. Maybe it's to not actually reincarnate. We don't know if reincarnating is better than actually going somewhere else. But this is a theory that people have to decide for themselves.
Okay.
It's a theory of life and death.
Yeah.
And karma comes into that because obviously, sometimes we have things in our lives. I'll give you an example. Sometimes we have things in our life that keep reoccurring. Okay. I myself, I'll tell you a little story because I had a situation where I had hypnotherapy to try and find out why that as much as I want relationships and family life, that it always fell apart.
Okay. Yeah.
So I had a hypnotherapy session, a past life therapy.
Okay.
And actually, the only purpose for this was to try and relate to why my life was like this in this life. And it might be a past life situation that shows you where it all went, wrong, Okay. So you get scenarios in your hypnotherapy meditation therapy that takes you back to a time, and you can actually feel and see and become this person. And the story evolves where I did bad in this story particular. I actually defiled a woman I was with, and I left her with children for somebody else.
Right.
So whether that is, in my mind, it didn't really matter because the past life regression did enough for me to sort of think about my life in this time.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So, and even if it isn't true, sometimes it's a good way of unlocking the subconscious mind into realizing what we've done in this life. It's a great tool. And it doesn't matter whether you believe in the one or the other. It just means it's a good way of tricking your mind into thinking it's somebody else or you had another life that actually caused your problem. As long as the problem's gone, it doesn't matter really.
Absolutely. And I guess that's similar to what past life regression does as well.
Yes, well, past life regression obviously just shows you maybe who you are, but obviously past life regression is a waste of time if you just want to find out if you were a great person in another life, you know?
Okay.
You know, most people have been fantastic, you know, people in past lives because that's what they want to hear.
Okay.
But there's nothing wrong with being some lowly person that's had nothing. Yeah. It's just that, but they're all tools because what it does, it unravels the mind to show you what you're holding or harbouring onto.
Yeah, okay.
It's just a great tool. It's many tools in healing.
Yeah, and I guess that's how you can maybe determine what your karmic influence is.
Yeah, well, that's it. You might feel that if there's patterns, if there's patterns to your life like mine, and you've got patterns too, you might actually think, okay, why is it happening? So if you're thinking from a spiritual aspect, you'll start to look further afield for things that are similar in your life, and you think, okay, there's a reason, there's a connection here. That happened exactly the same way. That happened and that happened. You'll start saying, okay, can't be coincidental. Yeah. You know, this is when we start to look for past life karma situations, because as a soul, we are searching. And while we're searching, we are healing.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So, okay, I'm talking for maybe, again, this is just a made-up person. I don't know this person, but it's just come to me, probably spiritually. Okay, so let's just say I have some listeners now who may have been deceived by their partner, who may have been, you know, really wealthy, and obviously he might have cheated on her, and now he's off still, you know, being successful, and he's happy, he's got another wife and he's started a new family. Where's the karma in that? Well,
you might be happy now, but you just don't know 10, 20, 30 years down the line. You might have misfortune in his life.
Okay.
You know, how do we know when someone's actually had their karmic lesson? If it's not this lifetime, it might be another lifetime.
Right.
You know, sometimes, I'll tell you the most important time for people to recollect their lives and actually start to analyse what they were doing in their lives is when they're getting older and they start to think that their time is getting near to the end of their life. Sometimes we reflect because we are not in a position of control.
Okay.
And we don't know how the mind works. I mean, you imagine holding on to something that you knew was wrong for so many years. That's more torture than actually coming clean with it. So just because he thinks he's getting on with life doesn't mean to say he's happy, doesn't mean to say he's going to be healthy. You know, it doesn't mean to say he's going to be light. So it comes in many, many guises. So
yeah, it does, doesn't it? And it's like, you know, we're so hooked on the celebrity world, and we think that all these celebrities are so happy because they've got it all. But really, do they have it all?
No, they don't really. Well, you see that yourself because there's as many depressed celebs, and they're full of their own success that they still don't feel it's enough.
Yeah.
It's like somebody with lots of money, sometimes they still don't feel it's enough.
No.
You know, it's almost become their bugbear in a way.
Yeah.
But the thing is, one little example I would give to anybody, especially in relationships, most karmic situations are relationships that end for whatever reason. But when you end something, try to resolve it.
Okay.
You know, don't just leave them just because something's better down the road. Explain to them why you're leaving, why it's not feeling right for you. So you actually put into place a karmic situation that will not develop because you're honest with them. Say, look, I'm really sorry. I'm not in love with you. I thought I was. I found somebody else. It really hurts me, but I need for you to know this because I do not want you to go through life thinking that you were not good enough. It's just that, you know, I don't feel right about it.
Okay.
Right. Most people, they find somebody else, they move on, they finish with that person. That person's heartbroken. She's thinking for years, trying to overcome it. What was wrong with her? Was she attractive? Was there something she said? That's how that karmic situation gets bitter, because you need to own up to your situation.
Yeah.
You need to deal with it.
Okay. I love that insight, because, yeah, what I'm hearing from that is for those people who end up just ghosting others, you know, people who they've been intimate with, if it's their friend or just whoever they know, and if they just chicken out of even communicating across what really happened or how they're feeling, then that's when karma will strike. Is that right?
Well, it will if it's been catastrophic for the person that they've left. They haven't given explanation. Okay, you know, when we're making a contract with energy when we meet somebody, right? We're actually showing our feelings. Okay, most people, their feelings only exist to the bedroom, and after that, they've actually fulfilled what they want and they move on.
Yeah.
Okay, but when people do have sexual relationships, they should honor the fact that it's sacred. It's like stealing somebody's soul, the beauty, and it's almost like a thief in the night that has no care or no feelings for that person. So when we do these things, we got to realize the consequences. You know, this is not just a person, a piece of flesh. It's a person with a mind, a soul, somebody's daughter, somebody's son. We need to think that there's more beyond this. It's not just a case of, oh, I fancy this and I'm going to have it, and I'm going to have it any way I want. You know, and you're putting all the words of love and you're telling them how special they are, and next minute you've gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, these are the things we have to be aware of.
Okay, yeah, I like that. And I think this is something that everyone can take away from this talk is, you know, it's about treating people with respect. You know, and especially if it's somebody who's listening now who may have actually hurting somebody, you know, if it's unintentionally or intentionally, then maybe now's the time to just make that call or just send that email or, you know, write that letter and just explain exactly what happened. Yeah, I think that's so important. Very important
to own up to what is yours. None of us are perfect. And I can tell you this now, an adolescent person will make more mistakes. And as they get older, they think about their mistakes. So we will all make mistakes as long as we understand and we own up to them. And sometimes you leave people and they just don't accept it. But, you know, as long as you're kind and you're actually bringing them down gently and your motive is right, hopefully you can work it out together.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow. No, I love that. Thank you. So how can we okay, let's just say there's some people who feel that they're still in this karma cycle. How can we break away from that right now?
The first thing you've got to understand, if you believe in karma, that one, your karma is being dealt with in your lifetime, but the person that's left you may have been sent as a lesson to show you your karmic lesson. All right. So if we look at the situation from a two-sided coin, that, you know, whoever's creating it is also trying to fulfill or learn about their own karmic situation. So the two people may have come together to resolve a karmic situation.
Okay.
If I go out into a group and there could be, say, 10 people in there, I might find that one person I dislike, and I don't know why I dislike them, but on an energy level, you know, we do not get on.
Okay.
Right. Now, there must be a reason for this. Maybe two souls have something that they don't understand that they need to resolve.
Yeah, maybe.
So we don't understand the whole concept of it, but we will be in places where we just will not like somebody. So maybe there's karmic situations of past lives that are actually coming up there. It's just to be aware of it, because sometimes, You might not even said a word. You walk into a room and you get, a bad feeling, and you think, why?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just to be aware of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can totally resonate with that sometimes, even just a look of somebody and, just even a photo of somebody. I don't know, it's quite judgy, I feel. But then there must be something there, some energy.
If you're talking about energy, which we are talking about energy, the meditation will be about energy.
Brilliant.
And it's all about letting go and forgiving yourself. All I can think of now, I've just said that. Imagine you're in a stream and you're hanging onto the rock, and the stream is really got a strong current. And you're holding on for dear life because you don't want to actually go down. You're afraid what's down their stream, You're hanging on for dear life, because the fear of letting go, and it's like the karmic situation, the fear of saying sorry or apologising to somebody that you've said something to is like hanging onto that rock. But as soon as you let go of the rock, you might find the stream takes you down and floats you into a beautiful place. You don't know where it's going to go.
Okay.
So it's just trusting, letting go, forgiving yourself and saying sorry, and try to put things right.
Okay, brilliant.
Simple.
Yeah, that's lovely. And that's exactly the meditation that we're going to be doing right now then.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okie dokie.
Okay, everybody. I'd like you nice and relaxed, and try to feel that you're resting or sitting in a most beautiful, comfortable position, whether you're laying down or sitting down. Just allow my words to drift into a deeper state of relaxation. Firstly, close your eyes and imagine your eyes are relaxed and your eyelids feel gently closed. And as your eyelids close, you feel the weight in your eyes going down into your neck. And you feel a lovely warm feeling going down the spine. And as it goes down the spine, just be aware of your chakras opening and closing. As it goes down the vertebrae, start to feel that your vertebrae is straight and relaxed. And your arms and shoulders feel completely relaxed also. Any tension in your body, just allow the muscles to relax, and feel the couch or the chair that you're sitting on, and feel the weight of your body almost sinking into that beautiful chair or couch. In a moment, I shall count you from 10 to 1, and I will start to focus on your breath. And as you breathe in light, 10, exhale darkness. When you breathe in hope, exhale failure. When you breathe in light, exhale the day of despair. Breathe in that light and send your karma out in your breath. Keep breathing in light and sending any negativity out of your body. In with the light and out with the dark negativity. Feel your rhythm of your body and your breath becoming more rhythmic, more controlled. Soon you will feel your body vibrating and tingling with that vibrational sound, that feeling that the universe is talking to you. This sound is like the crack of dawn, the Om on the earth, the beautiful bell in the distance. Anything that makes you feel that you are in touch with the rhythm of life. Some may find water, some may feel earth, some may feel the stars above, but find that place. And as you breathe, 6, 5, 4, deeper, 3, soon we will hit 1. And in a moment, you will feel that you are in a darkened room, maybe a cave. You are in a dark place, but the darkness is quite safe and warm. For some reason, the air is sweet and there's a breeze blowing with a sweet smell of perfume. You cannot see, but you allow yourself to walk to the beautiful warm smell in the air, knowing it's taking you to a beautiful garden or something of heavenly feelings. You don't know where you are going, but you are trusting and you are walking and walking, and soon you will see a light. You'll follow this light because you know this is where this beautiful smell of sweetness is coming from. This smell of sweetness is the light in your soul. It's the part of you that makes you human. It's the part of you that makes you glad to be alive. This is why you are drawn to the light, and you are not afraid of the dark. Strange. Most people are afraid of the dark, but you found comfort and safety in this warmth. Knowing the smell led you to a place of beauty. Soon you'll walk and you will find where the light ends. It's like a cave with a doorway. As you walk out into this beautiful garden with the smell of the lovely flowers, the aroma and the bees and the sounds of the water below are so fantastic. You know now. This is not an ordinary place. This is a place where my soul goes. Where my soul goes to find peace, tranquility. Why do we need peace and tranquility? Because our mind needs to unravel the pain and the negativity that builds in our minds. The negativity is the karmic link between you and your life, your lifestyle, your past life. Your every word and act and deed that you have done in your lifetime will be smoothed by the light of this beautiful garden. In this garden you will see the most beautiful chair of crystal. Make the crystal of your liking. The colour reflects on your mood. The mood reflects on your vibration at this moment in time. As you sit on your chair, as if by magic, your life is showing you a screen, a picture in your mind of the deeds and the things that you feel you've done in your lifetime. The people you've harmed, the people you've said bad things to, the things that you have not owned up to, is like a screen showing you your whole life of rejection, your whole life of running away, your whole life of not dealing with your life. I'd like you now to imagine the light now. The light is going to smooth this karmic issue. The light is going to smooth your karmic issue so that you can let this go. Imagine now the light is smoothing over these issues. Imagine the words you said, and imagine that beautiful light and that smell of creation that belongs inside your soul is starting to deal with it. And in your mind say, forgive me for my karmic ignorance. Forgive me for my karmic issues. Let go and let God be my guide. Let go and let all people in my life allow them to feel pleasure from my words and allow our link, our karmic issues to be resolved. I cut and free, and I send you peace and blessings to all my loved ones, to all the people that I've loved and all the people that have loved me. I send them wishes and good blessings so they can feel their truth and their karma, and they can be as one with I am now. As this weight above your head, it feels like there's a golden ball above your head. This golden ball is your thoughts, but thoughts from a past life. Think about your life as past. Think about your life as present. Think about what's in your life that you feel could be past life karma. Understand and ask the universe to show you how to resolve your karma in past life situations so your life can live in harmony and peace, so your life can be free of the debt and the pain that you live each and every day. Ask now for the universe to send you great tidings and wishes from the greater good, from the greater creation, to allow all things, past, present, to be resolved, to be understood. Allow your path to be clear. Allow your life to be free. I ask you now to free the karmic issues between yourselves. Free the karma that brings ourselves to the pain and the continued pain of our living lives. I call upon the universe to sweep clear, if not sweep clear, show clearly the issues I need to be resolved. For a moment, I'd like you now to imagine you are in a past life situation. Just gently, do not try to make it work. Try to imagine if there's any part of you from a past life that you would like to be reconnected so you can learn. Just go within yourself. Ask the universe to show you. When they show you, you may have an image, a situation that resembles your life right now. Firstly, be aware. Be aware of the person they are showing you. And as if by magic, ask the universe to bring that lesson in your life so you can resolve it. Soon, you'll feel the vibration of your crystal chair, and you will feel the energy around you swirling as if your mind is being cleared from a lifetime of trouble. Feel like your soul is being cleansed, rejuvenated. Feel like your soul is open to learn and experience. I'd like you now to look at your little screen that goes in your mind and look at the karmic situations that you've already sent good tidings to, and imagine how they look now. Are they sad? Are they happy? Are they understanding? Wish them well. Wish yourself well, because you've learned a great lesson in yourself. The greatest karmic lesson is understanding yourself. The soul, the spirit that we hold within us is the most important thing of karmic issues and lessons. Understand your limits and control your limits. Understand the control, and your limits will be controlled. Understand yourself, and yourself will find a soul and spirit worthy of understanding the universal laws. Remember, give and take. Remember, understanding. Universal law comes in many ways. Cause and effect. Remember, if we cause, we create an effect. If we don't want an effect, we bring the effect to our knowledge and others to release. The universe now, that beautiful golden ball, has taken a lot of your karmic issues, and soon you'll see the golden ball of energy going way into the universe. So far into the universe, it's just a speck of dust. And that's where it will stay until the time it can return. Now, get up from your chair and walk back into your cave. This time, the smell of light and the beauty is behind you. The cave now is your dark entrance. As you walk into your dark energy, you realize the energy was your karma. The karma we've created in our lifetime. But this time, the ease, there's no tension. In fact, you embrace this energy. For without light, there cannot be dark. And dark is not dark just because it wants to be negative. It's helping us understand ourselves. It's understanding ourselves. So this beautiful dark energy, you are walking with confidence and embracing it. Tell yourself, show me what I need to do to evolve. Show me how I can be better. And as you walk deep into the cave where you once started, you will get a sense that you are back where you started. As I count now from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3. Be aware of your body. 4. Start to breathe easily. 5. Feel your body and your muscles on the couch. 6. Allow your breath and your eyes to relax. 7. Soon your eyes will be open. 8. You'll be aware of your body and your surroundings. 9. Your ears will be open to the room that you're sitting in. 10. When you're ready, open your eyes and join the group or in your room. How do you feel?
Blissful. Yeah, that was really good. I like that.
It's much better when we don't know what we're going to do, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, no, I just love when you said about kind of just reflecting back at your life, about all of the people that you haven't really communicated to, and just anything that you've done which may have caused others harm, and just to forgive yourself. I think that's so important.
Yeah. Because there's nobody that's, perfect. Because otherwise we wouldn't be on this live plane now. We're here to evolve.
Yeah.
But it's how we do it. It's how we achieve it. And if we can do it with mindfulness, it's about understanding yourself, really, because once you understand your motives, what drives you, what hurts you, what affects you, sometimes you can understand how we react. So once you understand that, it almost makes it easy.
Yeah, it's so true. And it's about accepting what happened throughout your life and just not trying to hold yourself back or not having any resent for yourself or for others, and just to first of all accept what happened, and then eventually we can forgive and let it go.
Definitely.
Because without that we can't move on. Yeah. And you end up just being stuck in the past, and that's no way to live. You just can't move forward that way.
No. Imagine that again, that analogy about holding onto the rock into a stream.
Yeah.
If you let go and give in, it's sometimes much easier.
Yeah.
I've known some of the people in my lifetime that when they've been ill, they fight it with everything they've got.
Really?
And sometimes some illnesses, actually, it's the wrong thing to do. Sometimes understanding the illnesses is actually the best way, because, you know, your body is a beautiful mechanism, and every thought and every process actually goes into every cell and every molecule of us. So by understanding and letting go and being kind to yourself is surely the greatest way to heal. I don't know if you've ever known, but I often say this to my customers, you know. I said, look, if worrying works, I will do it. But there's no proof. And the cemetery is full of people that worry. And if you think about some people, the most relaxed people in life, they do have a good lifestyle and longevity because they're not putting such strain on their bodies.
Yeah,
you know,
so true.
It's like, you know, they did experiments, you probably heard of it before, where they had a greenhouse with classical music and a greenhouse with the same plants with rock music. And they played it all day, and the actual greenhouse with rock music actually started to wither. It wasn't flourishing at all. So the vibrations, so if you think of negativity and how we create negativity in our lives, a plant also feels it. So as creation, as human beings, to survive, we need to live in harmony, and we need to find what that harmony is. So if we get rid of the karmic or the agitation that could create karma and understand it, it takes a lot of weight off our minds.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
We create our own energy, our own blocks, our own karma, our own distress, and our own disease or disease. Yeah. It's the same word, disease or dis-ease.
Disease,
Okay. So with dis-ease creates disease.
Okay.
So we need to be aware of it. And this, I mean, obviously a lot of people don't understand about holistic therapy. No. It's about trying to live a vibrational life that lifts us so that we can cope and understand that we are a spiritual being and we are a physical being as well.
Yeah.
But we have to honour it, we have to look after it.
Yeah.
So any agitation in our lives, we need to deal with it one way or the other.
So true. And again, you hit the nail on the head, because, you know, whenever people get ill, like the first thing that I think is, you know, what is it that you're storing? What have you not let go of?
Yeah. Definitely. If you think about, if you believe in chakra systems and energy, and obviously we've gone through chakras, for anybody that wants more information, meditation 1 is full of chakra analogy. But if we look after our energy system, keep it flowing, so what we're doing, we're creating an energy system that allows prana and light to enter our being. Right? And it gives us a sense of fulfillment. Some people get that sense of fulfillment by walking in nature, dancing, anything, painting. You notice that people, especially creative people, they attach to creative things. Yeah. Singing. It's a way of actually feeding the soul. Then you might get somebody who doesn't have any interest and doesn't want to go out and miser and hasn't got many friends, and you'll find that you can be in their energy system for a little while and you can realise that you actually feel quite bad around them. because there's so much negativity that it almost like wears off on you. It's almost like you think, crikey, you know, I wouldn't want to be in this person, but I don't want to be around them too long.
Yeah, for sure, exactly.
So energy is very important. If we create a good basis for energy, we'll find we'll have a happy life. This is why I laugh all the time.
Yeah.
Because it breaks, and if you've never met somebody before, you'll find it breaks a boundary between, do I know that person? Do I trust that person? All of a sudden, they feel like they know you forever.
Yeah.
And these are things we do. We don't even know we do.
So true, yeah. And like when you just said that about bad energy, a lot of the times, you know, we've got Christmas coming up, and a lot of the times it is our loved ones, nearest and dearest, who might have that bad energy. And I think it's going to be an interesting time, really, to experience that.
It brings a lot of people together that probably don't get on very well.
Yeah.
And they're in the same space and they really don't like each other.
Oh, goodness.
And maybe that's what Christmas is about.
Could be, yeah.
Maybe it's something where we have to tolerate situations that don't involve us.
Yeah.
Sometimes tolerating somebody else, even if they might be difficult, is our lesson. Maybe that's our karmic lesson. Maybe that's what we've got to achieve, that there might be something in that person we can relate to and have fun with.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
It's just about putting ourselves in those situations and seeing what growth we experience if we do. If we don't, then it'll probably come again, and until you do actually learn from it.
Yeah. Just an example. If you're all meeting somebody at Christmas and maybe there's somebody that you find difficult, try to think of something where you have a common interest.
Yeah.
A subject that you might find common interest in, or, you know, and just try to find that piece of good that they have. And you might be quite surprised. I often do it with people. And the finest thing about communicating with people is not to talk about yourself, but talk about them.
Oh, okay.
You find that people that are really dull to talk to are people that only talk about their own achievements.
Oh.
Right. So as you ask somebody about their life, they spark. They actually come into their own. Why? Because your vibrational sound, what you're saying to them, is showing them that you are interested in them.
Yeah.
And they might be the lowliest of persons in the world, but if you show interest, you will spark a light of interest.
Interesting, yeah.
Some of the oldest customers I've got, the thing you can talk about with them is when they first met their husband, when they were a child, what sort of child, and they just spring into life. Wow. We've all got a story.
Yeah.
We just need to find out to get the story out.
Interesting, yeah.
And let the person express their story.
Okay.
It's fantastic. Even people with dementia, they can remember when they were a child.
Oh, that's
And they can talk about their life, and it's so interesting.
That is, yeah.
People think that old people have got nothing interesting to talk about. I can assure you they have a lifetime of experience.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting.
That really is. And it's like that saying, you know, we've got 2 ears and a mouth for a reason.
Yes, yes. But, you know, seldom do people listen, and seldom do people ask. How many people, I mean, I've had this myself, and I've had a really good friend, which you know, Pamela, and she's one person that asks how I am. And that took me by surprise, because they've been the person that, you know, is a spiritual guru, if you want to call me that, and where people all come to you. But when somebody actually asks, but how are you, Dave?
How are you, really? Yeah.
And it's like, it took me by back. And another lady called Karen, she did it. And I actually stood back and thought, my goodness, they're doing to me what I do to them. And okay. I thought to myself, it was nice to be acknowledged.
Yes.
You know, I'm not just somebody there to fix everybody. I'm there to be fixed also.
Wow.
Because
absolutely.
My fix will be of a different nature to theirs, but I'm still a human being. I still have feelings, and I still have a need.
It's so true. And I think, like, I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but I know that, you know, a lot of women in particular, especially in the Asian culture, we're basically just, we just exist. So, it's not very often that people even ask me how I am, what I'm doing or anything. So, I end up just being a nobod in my family situations.
And that's a cultural thing, isn't it? And quite frankly, from what I've heard from your culture, most people want to be a woman because they think they're more spiritually evolved.
Right.
But at the same time, they keep you down.
Yeah, that is true.
But, but that's a cultural thing that it'll take probably 100 years to get through.
Okay, great.
You know what I mean? It's not, but you're actually breaking that mould by doing what you're doing because you're...
Speaking out.
You're going out of that mould.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got a voice. Got a voice.
yeah, you've got a voice.
Suppression no more. Oh,
definitely.
Wow. Yeah, definitely. So hopefully I'm breaking that karmic cycle within my culture for representing the Asian women out there. Woo! So, yeah.
You wrote the book. You're doing the stories. You're doing the podcast. You're breaking a mould. And you'll inspire a lot of people in your culture and give them strength. And you're inspiring people in every culture. Because every foreign nation, especially in the UK, they want to be accepted.
Right.
And we all need to be heard.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. And I think, and again, a valuable lesson as well, just from this conversation, is just ask people how they are, how they really are, and just pay attention to them. Because I know, I think, we've all been there where we might be having a bad day and we kind of, we need to vent about our day, and then it just turns out to be one of those conversations, quite negative, and
But it doesn't matter. It comes out, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Wow. So, guys, I hope you did enjoy that meditation and the amazing insight around karma and karmic influence and what it is and where it stems from and how we can work with it and just not try and let it haunt us, but just to let it fuel us.
Yeah. Understand it.
Yeah.
Understand it. Deal with it. Imagine that cave that you start to love the dark, not look for the light. This is important both ways to accept who you are.
Yeah.
It's all part of you. As night and day, it's the same.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Understand it and you'll free yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And for those of you who don't really believe in karma, then I hope you found this talk to be very educational, and hopefully, you've learned something from it, because, we're all entitled to our own beliefs and we don't want to be forcing any belief onto you. So absolutely, we respect that.
Yeah. And it is a subject that's quite difficult because we always lots of people use the word karma. You'll get your comeuppance, you will one day.
Yeah.
They say it in different words.
Yeah.
What goes around comes around. So people do actually say it.
They do, yeah, without knowing what it is.
Yeah, and they do it all the time. They always think that if you do bad, that it'll come back to you.
Yeah.
They don't use the word karma, but they use other words.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's just about being mindful about saying stuff like that, and now hopefully you know what it means. So yeah. So thank you so much, my dear friends, brothers and sisters. Hope you did find this to be of value. Please do get in touch if you have any questions about this episode, and of course, we're here to answer any of your questions. And please do rate, review, share with your friends, families and brothers and sisters, and we will be back with another workshop. I think the next one's going to be a festive or a New Year's meditation, so just something positive, really.
Bringing the new in, letting the old go.
Oh, brilliant, yeah. So we've got that planned for our next workshop. So until then, enjoy Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, enjoy the holidays, stay warm. But if you're in Florida or the south of the equator, then stay cool. Keep forgetting this is a global podcast. So, but more than anything, just stay safe and stay blessed. We love you, and we will see you in the next episode. Ciao. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Victim to Victor. Subscribe so you don't miss out on new episodes, and be sure to follow the podcast on socials to keep updated on what's next, and share Victim to Victor with family and friends to help grow the community and spread the positive healing energy.